Devi. So without taking much time, I request Mrs. N. Uma Devi to present her work on palladium mediated CH bond and corresponding synthetic methodologies. So I welcome you.
Good morning to one and all. I am N. Uma Devi doing PhD under the research supervision of Dr. B.V. Subba. Good morning to one and all. I am N. Uma Devi doing PhD under the research supervision of Dr. B.V. Subbareddy, Chief Scientist CSIR IICT, Hyderabad, and co-research supervisor Dr. M.C. Gangireddy, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, University, Kadapa. Today I am presenting my Viva-OS presentation on palladium mediated CH bond activation for the synthesis of 3,4-dihydroisoquinolines and 4,3-spinozolinol derivatives and development of new synthetic methodology. These are the instrumental techniques which are employed in my research work. Melting points were recorded on common melting point temperatures. Infrared spectra were recorded on Perkin-Elmer infrared spectrophotometer with sodium chloride optics. Spectra were calibrated against the polystyrene absorption at 1610 cm inverse. Samples were scanned either in heat, KBR, wafers or in chloroform as a thin film. Total NMR and 13C NMR spectra were recorded on either variant unity 400 or Bruker Evans 300, 500, 600 MHz. The samples were made in CDCl3 and DMSO D6 using tetramethylsilane. The internal standard are given in delta scale. The standard abbreviations SDQ, TQ, QT, M, DD, DT, and BRS refers to singlet, doublet, triplet, quartet, quintet, multiplet, doublet of a triplet, and broad singlet sets respectively. Mass spectra are recorded on micromass BG7070H mass spectrometer for EI and BG autospec M mass spectrometer for CABMAS. All reactions involving air-sensitive compounds were conducted in oven-dried glassware at 90 to 110 degrees centigrade for 6 to 12 hours. Solutions were transferred with syringes or cannulas via nitrogen pressure. Analytical thin layer chromatography was performed on pre-coated silica gel 60 up to 24.5 mm glass plates. Visualization of the spots on TLC plates was achieved either by exposure to iodine vapor or UV light or by spraying with sulfuric acid and saldehyde on the plates at 120 degrees centigrade. Other reactions were monitored by employing TLC techniques using appropriate solvent systems for development. Anhydride, acetonitrile, DCE, DMF, THF, diethyl ether, hexane, and toluene were obtained from an innovative technology solvent purification system. N-pentane petroleum ether were distilled over and stored over pressed sodium bed. Dry ether and dry benzene and dry THF were made by distilling them from sodium benzophenol ketate. All chlorinated solvents, pyridine, DMF, and TEE were distilled over calcium hydride and stored over 4 angstrom molecular sieves. Aceton was distilled over potassium permanganate and potassium carbonate. All solvent extracts were concentrated at reduced pressure on WuXi RE121 rotary evaporator below 50 degrees centigrade. Yields reported are isolated yields of material judged homogeneous by TLC and PMR spectroscopy. All solvents used for silica gel column chromatography were distilled prior to use. Silica gel used was either 60-120 or 100-200. The names of all the compounds given in the experimental section were taken from ACDR name version 1.0 and ChemBiodra Ultra. My thesis is divided into 5 chapters. The first chapter is introduction and the scope of CH activation and the catalytic activity and quinolinols and the isoquinolines. Introduction and the multi-component reactions and SN2 substitution reaction. Chapter 2 discusses palladium catalyzed astoxylation or methoxylation of quinolinols. Chapter 3 explains the scope of CH activation and compilation on 1,3,4-dihydroisoquinolines. Chapter 4 explains iron catalyzed 1% synthesis of trizolo 1,2-indazole trianes and spirotrizolo 1,2-indazole tetraones. Chapter 5 explains the SN2 substitution reaction of 2C-astoxymethylglycols catalyzed by iodine in our synthesis of 2C-N-methylglycols. Chapter 1 is further divided into 3 parts. The first part is introduction and the scope of CH activation and the catalytic activity on quinolinols and the isoquinoline. The second part is introduction and multi-component reaction. The third part is introduction and the SN2 reaction. This is the first part. Here I am discussing CH activation briefly. Carbon-carbon bond formation is one of the most important reactions considering their importance in the synthesis of more complex molecules from relatively less functionally starting material. Since over the decade, many new synthetic strategies are developed to improve the atom efficiency. Among the latest developments, CH functionation is one of the most attractive methods in the CC or C heteroatom bond formation. In particular, transition metal catalyst CH activation or functionation represents a finest example of modern organic synthesis. This approach is a highly specific and controlled functionalization of remote CH bonds even in the presence of highly reactive functional groups. CH functionalization is also aimed to avoid the pre-functionalization of substrate, thus making synthetic routes shorter, greener, and efficient. This is a generalized reaction mechanism of CH activation. This cycle consists of 4 steps. The first step is CH activation, second step is functionation of organometallic intermediate, and third step is product release, and the fourth step is catalyst regeneration. Second and third order transition metals such as palladium, rhodium, iridium, and ruthenium are at topmost choice among the metals applied as catalyst in direct CH activation reaction. These metals were in instances of mild low temperature CH changes. This is an example for direct mild CH activation with aeroprophilic catalyst. Biological importance of phenolphthaleins and isoquinolines. Phenolphthaleins and isoquinolines are one of the most important classes of nitrogen-containing used heterocyclic compounds, plays an important role in our life due to the presence of pyrimidine 4,3H1 ring in all cells of living organisms, which are commonly found in many natural products, bioactive molecules, and pharmaceuticals. Some of the bioactive molecules are bocadatin plus cryptostylene, 2 leukemia cell proliferation inhibitors, etlistat, ritioquinazole A, lutein A, AX9657, TEA6044, and non-peptide glycoprotein 2B3A inhibitors. These are the bioactive molecules of quinozoline and isoquinoline. Let us review the literature on CH activation. In 2020, Zheng et al. Reported a reaction between 2-4-quinozolinone with sulfoxonium ylides in the presence of rhodium catalyst to produce cycloactive product. In 2019, Pep et al. Reported a reaction between 2 N-pyridyl quinozolinone with diaryl disulfide in the presence of copper catalyst to produce sulfurylation product. In 2018, Maske et al. Reported a reaction between 2-aryl quinozolinone with terminal alkanes in the presence of ruthenium catalyst to produce selective trans stilbene product. In 2017, Gar et al. Reported a reaction between 2-aryl quinozolinone with diaryl iodine triplets in the presence of palladium catalyst to produce orthoarylation product. In 2017, Maske et al. Reported a sp3 hydroxylation and 2 tertiary butyl quinozolinone in the presence 2 tertiary butyl quinozolinone with iodine diester in the presence of palladium catalyst to. In 2016, Peng et al. Reported a reaction between 2-aryl quinozolinone with alpha beta unsaturated olefins in the presence of ruthenium catalyst to produce pyrrole derivatives. In 2015, Peng et al. Reported a reaction between 2,4-disubstituted phenolines with aryl iodides in the presence of palladium catalyst to produce orthomonoselective arylation. In 2014, 2-aryl 4-quinozolinone treated with internal alkanes in the presence of palladium catalyst to produce fused pyrrolidine and 2,4-dihydropyran derivatives. CH activation is predominant over the traditional organic transformations, even though nowadays unpredictable number of methodologies are developed in so many areas such as multi-component reaction, aeroprophilic and nucleophilic substitution reactions are involved in the organic transformation. Let us explain the second part. MCRs are convergent reactions in which 3 or more starting materials react to form a product where basically all or most of the atoms contribute to the newly formed product. Therefore, MCRs are most efficient tools in the modern synthetic organic chemistry. In an MCR, a product is assembled according to a cascade of elementary chemical reactions. Thus, there is a network of equilibrium which all finally flow into an irreversible step yielding the product. The challenge is to conduct an MCR in such a way that the network of pre-equilibrated reactions channel into the main product and do not yield side product. The result is clearly dependent on the reaction conditions: solvent, temperature, catalyst concentration, the kind of starting materials, and functional groups. HPLC and mass spectrometry are most useful analytical methods because the purity and mass of the new compounds help to decide rapidly whether a reaction might be interesting to investigate further. The third part is introduction on the Sento reaction. Nucleophilic substitution reaction is a reaction in which an electron takes nucleophile displaces the halogen atom bonded to the central carbon of an alkyl halide molecule. The halide that is displaced from the carbon atom is called the leaving group. Nucleophilic substitution reaction takes place at the site of a saturated carbon atom of the aromatic, aliphatic, and acyl compounds. In a nucleophilic substitution reaction, nucleophiles typically have a lone pair of electrons in them. Some typical nucleophiles are halide, hydroxy, alkoxy, cyanide, hydrogen sulfide, ammonia, and water. The rate of nucleophilic substitution reaction not only depends on nucleophiles and leaving capacity, but also on the mechanism by which the reaction takes place. This is a central reaction mechanism. The nucleophile attacks from the backside of the substrate in order to avoid the repulsions. It is a single step process. It is having a one intermediate. The product is with inverted configuration. In case of tetrabutyl chloride, SN2 mechanism becomes increasingly difficult as the nucleophile will find it difficult to attack from the backside due to the presence of bulky methyl groups. Mostly SN2 reactions are used very much in carbohydrate chemistry, heterocyclic chemistry, biochemical reactions of epoxide and so on. This is an example of chlorination and bromination of cellulose in the presence of cyanide, chloride, pyridine, and DMF at high temperature. The overall objective is to develop simple and efficient synthetic routes for CH activation. The specific objective is to develop cleaner MCR strategy for the synthesis of triazole, 1,2-endazoles, and 2-C-N-arabidopycyl glycols via 3-CC and SN2 substitution reaction. Chapter 2, Palladium catalyzed oxidation with oxidation of quinozolinol. This work is published in Synlet Journal. 4,3-H-quinozolinol derivatives having a huge number of applications in the medicinal chemistry in terms of biological and pharmacological activities. Ghrelin receptor antagonist, vasopressin G1B receptor antagonist are having anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, anti-convulsant, antimicrobial, antidiuretic activities and are also inhibitors of NNRTS and HIV-1. Thus, there is a great demand for the generation of novel quinozolinol libraries for biological evaluation. CH bond activation is two types. They are substrate directed and ligand directed. Previous work is in 2008, Jiang and Bo reported the cooperated catalyzed N-arylation of 4,3-H-quinozolinol. In this reaction, arylation took place on the nitrogen atom. Therefore, CC and CO bond formation plays a key role in the organic synthesis. Coming to our present work, there are no reports on the oxidative functionation of both amide and ortho-chelating imine group. Following our interest on direct functionation of arenes via CH activation, a novel strategy was reported for the oxidation methoxidation of arenes by means of substrate-directed CH activation using palladium acetate or iodobenzyl diacetate. In a model reaction under optimized conditions, 2-aryl-4-quinozolinol was treated with 1.1 equivalents of iodobenzyl diacetate and 1.1 equivalents of acetic anhydride in the presence of 5 more % palladium acetate. The reaction proceeds smoothly in 1 to DCE at reflex temperature and provides the mono oxygenated product in 83% yield. These are the mono C derivatives of 2-aryl-4-quinozolinol. These observations are found by measuring the reaction. In case of substrates bearing bulky phenoxy OT based substance, acetylation selectively took place at less critically hindered ortho position. In this CH activation, palladium acetate acts as catalyst, iodobenzyl diacetate acts as oxidant, acetic anhydride acts as acetoxylating agent. Here we get orthoselective product in moderate to good yield. The efficiency of other co-oxidants such as silver acetate, copper acetate, manganese acetate, and benzoquinone was tested for this reaction. Low yields are obtained. Thus, iodobenzyl diacetate was found to be effective in terms of conversion. Further, I extended the reaction towards bisoacetylation. Here, the same strategy also applied. Instead of using iodobenzyl diacetate 1.1 equivalents, we use 2.2 equivalents. We get bisoacetylation product. These are the bisoacetylation derivatives of 2-4-quinozolinol.
Then what will be the stellated reagent?
Same acetic anhydride also we want to take 2.2 equivalents. Iodobenzyl diacetate and acetic anhydride. No, sir. Iodobenzyl diacetate is an oxidant for regeneration of the catalyst only. Main role is for
when iodobenzyl diacetate. So methanol also is.
this is not.
Go ahead.
As you said, if you use suppose 2 equivalents of iodobenzyl diacetate, if you will be getting diacetylated derivative. So if you use 1 equivalent, you will be getting monoacetylated derivative. But you are finding that acetic anhydride is the responsible candidate for the acetylation. But if you use large amount of iodobenzyl diacetate, you will be getting min. You are getting that disubstituted. So as for my guess, The acetylating is agent is not acetic anhydride. Iodobenzene diacetyl,
No, sir, that is oxidant, sir, to reoxidize palladium.
it acts as both.
Uma,
Sir,
this acetic anhydride also, this iodobenzene diacetyl also act as acetylating agent. What's there told, na?
yes, sir.
And to regenerate the reagent, you are using acetic anhydride. It acts as a co-oxidant to oxidize palladium 0 to palladium 2 as well as acetylation both. To regenerate the reagent, we are using acetic anhydride. That's what Siddhaya is asking. Yeah.
Further, later I have done reaction for methoxylation also. Here also the same strategy is applying. Here simply by changing the solvent from BCE to methanol, we get methoxylation. 2.2 equivalents of iodobenzene diacetate. Then we get this methoxy derivatives. Finally, the cleavage of 2-4-quinidone was achieved using lithium in liquid ammonia. In this reductive cleavage, a mixture of 2-hydroxybenzamide and anthralenamide was obtained as major product together with a trace amount of rich product. This is the reaction mechanism. The reaction mechanism was assumed to proceed via the formation of 5-member transition state by an oxidative insertion of palladium 2 into the aromatic CH1. Thus, formed palladium cycle might be stabilized with an amide group to induce the orthos oxidation. The resulting palladium 0 could be reoxidized to palladium 2 by iodobenzene diacetate to complete the catalytic cycle. This compound is characterized by proton NMR, 13C NMR, HRMS and IR spectroscopy. This is a solid compound. Melting point is 118 to 190 degrees centigrade. This is a proton NMR spectra of this compound. The silica attached 6 methyl protons gives singlet delta 0.26. Tertiary butyl attached 9 protons gives singlet delta 1.02. Acetal attached 3 methyl protons gives singlet delta 2.30. This aromatic D proton gives doublet at delta 6.97, which is having ortho coupling. The coupling constant is J is equal to 8.9 Hz. This E proton gives doublet at delta 7.09. Aromatic F protons gives multiplied at delta 7.43 to 7.56. And these two G protons gives multiplied at delta 7.2 to 7.83. This H aromatic proton gives doublet at delta 8.27. This nitrogen attached proton gives broad singlet at delta 10.53. This is the 13C NMR spectra of this compound. Silica attached 2 carbons gives a signal at -4.4. Next, tertiary butyl 3 methyl carbons gives a peak at 18.1. Tertiary carbon gives a peak at 21.0. Acetyl carbon gives a peak at 25.5. We get imine carbon at 149 delta. Next, oxygen attached to aromatic carbon gives a peak at delta 149.6. Silica OTBS attached to aromatic carbon gives a peak at delta 153.7. Amide carbon gives a peak at 162.6. Acetyl carbon gives a peak at delta 169.2. This is the mass spectra of this compound. The mass calculated from the formula is 411.1740. Calculated HRMS calculated from the instrument is 411.1722. This is the IR spectrum of this compound. We get a band at 3424 for 2 CO stretching frequencies. We get 2 bands at 231, 37, 30, 63 for double bond stretching frequency. We get 2 bands at 29, 28, 28, 2856 for CH stretching frequencies. 1760 is for ester CO stretching frequency. 1671 is for amide CO stretching frequency. Sir. Yes, sir. No, No, sir. It is having two carbonyl, two COs having, sir. Combined. It will combine, sir.
Secondary.
No, sir. It is two COs, two carbonyl groups combined, giving that band.
Ammonia. That is NH. NH. Yes, NH. NH. Two carbonyl attachment.
సరే ఇక్కడ ఎస్టర్ కార్బోనిల్ అమైడ్ కార్బన్ సెపరేట్ వస్తాయి ఓకే వచ్చేది 17 16 ఒకటి 16 17 ఒకటి వచ్చింది కదా అది ఎస్టర్
రెండు కలిస్తే
3 2. Per 1671 per amide CO group, per 1574 per C double bond and stretching frequency, 1199 for C single bond of stretching frequency, remaining 992, 926, 8RTA, 777 per C single bond bending frequencies.
డబుల్ కాదమ్మా my friend. కార్బోనేట్స్ రెండు ఉన్నాయేమో 1600 అనేది డబుల్ కాదు 2 into CO అని రాస్తున్నాం 1600 రెండు వస్తే రెండు కలిపి 3000.
Actually, sir,
That is not C. Yeah, it is. I think it is NH.
okay, sir.
Uma,
Yes, sir.
observe Uma, that 3000 is the NH fake, made NH, not CO.
It's not CO. Right? It is NH. I think.
It's a 3000 014, na? That's NH. Broad.
Okay.
Okay.
A novel protocol has been developed for the oxidative functionation of 2-RL-4-3-H-quinolone via CH activation. The method is very useful not only for acetylation but also for methoxylation of aromatic systems. By using this method, both electron-rich as well as electron-deficient 2-RL-4-quinozoles could be successfully derivatized by CH activation. Chapter 3: Oxidative CH functionation of arene tethered to 3,4-dihydroisoquinolines. This work is published in Tetrahedron Letters. Tetrahydroisoquinoline derivatives exhibit a wide range of biological activities. These are used for the treatment of eczema, epilepsy, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease. In particular, 1,R tetrahydroisoquinoline derivatives are the antagonist of AMPA, NMDA, and dopamine D1 receptor, which facilitate the glutamate and dopamine neurotransmission in the central nervous system. Thus, there is a great demand for the generation of the novel isoquinoline derivatives. These are the bioactive isoquinol molecules. In previous work, in 2012, I had developed acetylation and methoxylation of 2-RL-4-3-H-quinolone by using palladium catalyst via substrate-directed CH functionation. This work is already published in chapter 2 and already discussed in chapter 2. Coming to the present work, the direct functionation of substrates with similar CH bond tend to require a directing group. As a result, the substrate-directed CH bond activation has received significant attention. 1,R 3,4-dihydroisoquinolines having a orthochelated event group direct in CO bond formation. Under optimized reaction condition, 2-RL-4-3,4-dihyd. Under optimized reaction condition, 3,4-dihydroisoquinoline treated with 1.1 equivalents of idobenzene diester and 1.1 equivalents of acetic anhydride in the presence of 4 ml DCE, 5% of palladium ester, we get monoacetoxy product. These are observations found by measuring the reaction. 1,R 3,4-dihydroisoquinoline was treated with idobenzene diester, palladium ester, and the stoichiometric amount of acetic anhydride at 80 degrees centigrade. The desired product was obtained in low yield. The yield was notably increased from 20 to 80% by increasing the amount of idobenzene diester from 5% to stoichiometric amount. The reaction went smoothly in 1,2-dichloroethane. Here, palladium ester acts as catalyst, acetic anhydride acts as acetylating agent, idobenzene acts as terminal oxidant. The efficacy of various oxidants were tested by Fe3O4, silver oxide, cuprous oxide, MnO2, and 1,4-benzoquinone and oxone. These oxidants are less effective under the above conditions, and the yields are far away from the satisfactory. Later, I tested catalyst by changing the quantity of palladium acetate. The stock solution typically requires acetic anhydride 5% of palladium acetate and a stark metric amount of hydrogen diacetate to achieve the products in good yield. Finally, I tested the reaction in various solvents THF, CH3CN, and DCE. Among the solvents, the reaction was sluggish in THF and acetonitrile as 1 to DCE gave best result under reflux condition. These are the monostoxic derivatives of 3,4-dihydroisophenolene. The scope and generality under optimal conditions, substitution and substrate can afford the selectivity of the product formation. The scope and generality of this process are illustrated by preparing derivatives from the various substitutions and the substrate were presented in the above table. When compared with paramethyl and metamethyl derivatives, metamethyl substitution and the aromatic grid, the acetylation took place selectively at less sterically hindered ortho patients. Sterically hindered this dimethoxy compound also participated well in the stoxylation. Thus, the stoxylation of the substrate was highly orthoselective, affording the stoxylation product in good yields. Further, I extended the reaction for alkoxylation also. 1,3,4-dihydroisophenol treated with iodine 1.1 equivalent of iodobenzene diacetate and 5 ml methanol to produce in the presence of 5 mol% palladium acetate and a reflux condition to produce monomethoxy product. Here, instead of using methanol, we use ethanol, we get ethoxy product. Reaction mechanism. The plausible reaction mechanism was explained CH activation proceeds by the formation of a highly reactive palladium-2 intermediate. By the addition of iodobenzene diacetate to palladium-2 complex generates the palladium-4 intermediate. Reductive elimination by a carboxylate dissociation from a 5-coordinated cationic palladium-4 intermediate facilitates CO bond formation. In this approach, 3,4-dihydroisophenolene, the unactivated CH bond of aryl group through orthochelating imine group. This compound is characterized by proton C13 NMR, ESI MS, and IR spectroscopy. Here, this is the proton NMR spectrum of this compound. Here, methyl 3 carbons use a singulated delta 1.73. Methylene 2 protons give triplet at delta 2.80. Nitrogen attached 2 methylene protons give triplet at delta 3.85. Next, here aromatic proton which is near to CO bond use it up. Remaining all the protons give in aromatic region. This is the C13 NMR spectrum of this compound. The methyl protons gives a peak at delta 20.3. That is methylene carbon gives a peak at 25.8. Nitrogen attached methylene carbon gives a peak at 47.3. Aromatic CO attached carbon gives a peak at 148.3. Imine carbon gives a peak at 165.1, and ester carbon gives a peak at 168.6. This is a mass spectrum. The M/Z value is 266 for M plus H peak. This is IR spectrum. 3063 is for double bond CH stretching frequency. 2928 for CH single bond CH stretching frequency. 1767 is for ester CO stretching frequency. 1609 is for C double bond N stretching frequency. 1193 is for ester CO stretching frequency. Remaining are in lower frequency region for CH bending vibrations. In our strategy has been demonstrated for the stoxylation or alkoxylation of 1,3,4-dihydroisophenol by means of CH activation. This method is useful for the direct stoxylation and alkoxylation of aryls tethered to 3,4-dihydroisophenol while the substrate directed oxidative functionalization. Chapter 4, iron 3 catalyze 1/6 of triazole 1,2-A indazole and spirotriazole 1,2-A indazole tetraone. This work is published in Chemistry Letters. Triazole 1,2-A indazole trianes and spirotriazole 1,2-A indazole tetraone. These are used as anti-cancer, anti-lipidomic, anti-convulsant, fungicidal activity, and are also used for herbicides, pesticides, insecticides. These are used as polymeric materials having unique properties like heat resistant coatings and high grip ability for rubber dyes and melamine resins. Triazole 1,2-indazole trions are the skeleton body of the many natural products and pharmacological agents like HSP72 induction inhibitors 1 and 3, novel microtubule assembly inhibitors, and spirotriptostatin 2. These are the bioactive molecules of triazole 1,2-indazole trions. Previous work, the above reaction was performed by both homogeneous and heterogeneous catalysts. Here I reported the synthesis of triazole 1,2-indazole and 3-triene derivatives by the condensation of 5-dimethyl cyclohexane 1,3-diene urazole and benzaldehyde under reflux condition using ICAT5 as a catalyst. Let us coming to the present work. Lewis acid catalyzed CC and C heteroatom bond forming transformations are superior in most of the organic synthesis because of high reactivity and selectivity. Iron 3 chloride has emerged as a powerful Lewis acid in order to facilitate many organic transformations under mild reaction conditions. Triazole 1,2-indazole triene derivatives are synthesized from 4-phenylurazole aldehyde and 1,3-dienes used by using iron 3 FeCl3 catalyst. Optimization condition: 3-component coupling of 4-phenylurazole, 4-bromobenzaldehyde, and diamidone in the presence of 10% of FeCl3 at 80 degrees centigrade in acetonitrate afforded the corresponding triazole product in 90% yield. These are the advantages of this work. This is a simple and cost-effective method. Mild reaction conditions are employed. This is a high reactivity. This is having high reactivity and high selectivity. These
High
are
selectivity means, hold on. High selectivity means, what is the selectivity there? You are saying high selectivity, na? Is there any other possibilities there? Is there any other possibility? Can you explain? What is this? What type of selectivity is there?
What is
Ma,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is asking about selectivity. There is no regional selectivity issue, na? And it's not enhancer selective also. What is the regional selectivity? That means, did you get any uncyclized product or your expected product? Only you can talk two aspects. One is cyclized, other one is uncyclized. So it's a nominal condensation followed by cyclization.
Yeah, you are saying high selectivity, na? What is the selectivity? What type of selectivity is there? You should know about that one, na? Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Selective there a possibility you get that. Also, what it says.
Go on the slide.
Catalytic
Yeah,
efficacy. Catalytic efficacy was tested with various number of catalysts under the similar reaction conditions. Here in NT5, 10% of FeCl3 with acetonitrile in 2 hours. It is taken 2 hours time. We get 90% yield. These are the triazole 1,2-indazole trione derivatives. Here we are using aldehyde substituents. Here, the bulky naphthaldehyde also participated well in this reaction. We get 86% yields. The extension of this work is the most of the concentrated acids such as PTSA, sulfamic acid, ICAT5, and nanosilica sulfonic acids are successful only with aldehydes, not for ketones. Moreover, cysteine derivatives are successful with PEG sulfonic acid, but the catalyst was not readily available. FeCl3 was notably advantage over the above mentioned branched acids. It works with both aldehydes and ketones. The same reaction towards ketones under a similar condition by performing the reaction in one part by coupling of 4-phenylurazole and diamidone with cysteine afforded the spirotriazole 1,2-indazole trions in 85% yield. These are the cysteine derivatives of cysteine derivatives. We get the spirotriazole 1,2-indazole tetramers.
Hello. Yeah. That's what is the role of FeCl3 here? Is just like a Lewis acid, or is there any other activities there? Yeah, you go ahead. I think mechanism is there.
Here mechanism.
What is the role of FeCl3 there?
It is a Lewis acid, sir. It is electron deficient in nature. It
Okay.
attracts the electron pair from oxygen, sir. In this mechanism, there is a chelation with two oxygens, sir.
Did you try with other Lewis acid, for example, boron trifluoride is also good. Did you try with that reagent instead of this one? I mean, metal is important. So, what are the other reagents you have tried?
Have you been
And-
acids in class?
No, go back. Now you have tried.
So,
Now
what are the other Lewis acids?
practice scaling is there.
Have you
Go
tried?
back. Yes. Yeah, here you have studied different catalysts, steric ammonium phosphomorbic acid. You tell the comparative in terms of yields.
Compare.
The reaction pathway is, and the reaction pathway was proposed to proceed via the formation of the enone from aldehyde and 1,3-diketone, followed by the attack of 4-phenylidazole on the enone, and a subsequent cyclodehydration would result in the formation of the desired product. This compound is characterized by proton C13 HRMS and IR. Solid compound melting point is 186 to 188 centigrade. This is the proton NMR spectra. Here 6 methyl protons gives a singlet delta 1.20. This methylene, which is attached to carbonyl group, gives singlet delta 2.34, and then this allylic two protons gives multiplied at delta 2.87 to 2.99. This CHER proton gives a singlet peak at delta 6.17. And here in aromatic system, near to bromide, here in near to bromine, two aromatic protons gives doublet at delta 7.33. Remaining all protons used in the aromatic region 7.32 to 3.8 to 7.59 multiplied, sir. This is the C13 spectrum of this compound. Here, this methyl protons, methyl carbon gives delta 28.2 and 28.6. This C carbon gives peak at delta 34.7. Methylene carbon gives a peak at 35.5. D carbon gives a peak at the E carbon gives a peak at 51.2. F carbon, this is the characteristic peak for the product formation.
Yeah, hold on. That is alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. I think it should be around.
Yes, alpha beta unsaturated characteristic peak is 150 point.
150. Okay.
150.9 and two carbons, sir. 159.9 and 162.4, sir.
No, I'm talking about
Alpha
pK.
beta unsaturated carbonyl carbon, that CO gives 196.3, sir.
196, sir.
Yes, sir. It is alpha beta unsaturated ketone, sir.
If it is isolated ketone,
We get a peak at 160 to 190 between, sir. It will come.
no. If it is isolated ketone, what is
230. 210
to 12 arrange లో ఈలేషన్ ఉంది కాబట్టి నీకు తెలియదు.
There is no carbonyl absorption at about 210. Any carbonyl carbon comes below 200, 210 to 165.
Yeah, it is approximately
The
200.
range.
Okay.
You don't get 230.
2 to 205. But it is also around, I think, 200. No? I think it should be
200.
less than 190, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the HRMS spectrum of this compound. Mass calculated formula is 488.0580. HRMS calculated from the instrument is 488.0582. This is the IR spectrum of this compound. 29562925 is for CS stretching frequency. 1789, 1729 for amide CO stretching frequencies. 1662 is for Enon C double bond O. 1375 is for CH2 stretching frequency. 1262 is for CBR stretching frequency. Remaining are in the lower frequency region for CH bending vibrations. This is a single step process, quite simple, more convenient and cost effective. A highly efficient method has been developed for synthesis of trizola 1,2 indazole triones and spirotrizola 1,2 indazole tetragon derivatives. Chapter 5 Essential substitution reaction of 2C-acetoxymethyl glycols catalyzed by iodine in novel synthesis of 2C and aromatic glycols. This work is published in Tetrahedron Letters. The phenomena of nucleophilic substitution itself refers that an electron-rich species attacks an electron-poor species, driving the leaving group or conjugate base. Allyl estates are familiar carbon electrophiles capable of reacting with various nucleophiles, in particular glycols are chiral building blocks in organic synthesis. Glycols undergo allylic rearrangement with nucleophiles in the presence of acid catalyst. Lewis acid catalyzed organic transformations are of greater importance in organic synthesis because of high reactivity, selectivity, and mild reaction conditions. Especially acid catalyzed nucleophilic substitution reactions are very useful for CC and C heteroatom bomb formation. Previous work in 2007, VVS Reddy group was synthesized a three-component coupling reaction involving the condensation of glycols, 1,3-8 carbonyl compounds, and aryl amines in the presence of 10% of indium chloride to afford the product in good yields. In 2008, VVS Reddy et al. Was reported the synthesis of unrelated pyrols from aldose sugars via thesis reaction. Aldose sugars undergo smooth coupling with E-amines generated in situ from aryl amines and 1,3-8 ketones in the presence of 10% of indium chloride in water at 80 centigrade to furnish unrelated pyrrole derivatives in relatively good yield. The use of water with indium chloride is quite simple, extremely convenient, and indicates a greener approach. Coming to the present work, in our strategy has developed for the preparation of 2C and aromatic glycols from 2C-acetoxymethyl glycols and N-aryl dosalamines by nucleophilic substitution. Under optimal reaction conditions, 3,4,6-triarthobenzyl 2C-acetoxymethyl glycol is treated with N-phenyl dosalamine in the presence of 5% iodine in DCM at 25 degrees centigrade. Here the product 2C-N-phenyl dosalaminomethyl glycol with high selectivity. By measuring the reaction parameters, we observed these statements: 3,4,6-triarthobenzyl 2C-acetoxymethyl glycol with aniline in the presence of 10% of indium chloride in acetonitrate. The reaction did not proceed even under the reflex condition also. Later, the same reaction was done with 5% of iodine in acetonitrate. The reaction did not proceed under these conditions. Next, I changed the reactants from aniline to N-aryl dosalamine. The reaction smoothly went at 25 degrees centigrade with moderate yield. It clearly described that the reaction was successful only with amides, not with amines, due to their intrinsic basic nature and low reactivity. Further, to improve the conversion, I tested with various solvents such as dichloromethane and THF, and among these two, dichloromethane gave best results. This method was further extended to other glycols like 3,4,6-triarthobenzyl 2C-acetoxymethyl glycols. Galactol also underwent a smooth nucleophilic substitution to produce the product in good yield. It is notified that in the absence of catalyst, no reaction was observed even after extending reaction time up to 12 hours. Furthermore, the efficacy of various metal halides such as FeCl3, indium chloride, gallium chloride, yttrium chloride, yttrium chloride was studied for this transformation. Among these, 5% of iodine was found to be superior to other catalysts tested. These are the derivatives of 2C and aluminum-methyl glycols. The reaction mechanisms proceeds via the activation of allylic state by molecular iodine, thereby generating the oxocarbonium ion. Due to intrinsic low reactivity of oxocarbenium ion towards amide, the nucleophile is attacked preferentially at C2 methylene position via the path B to give the desired product. This is SN2 reaction, sir. Also, it is having allylic rearrangements. Sir, the SN2 reaction, sir, the Yeah, NRL-tosylamine, it is having lone pair of electrons, sir. It attacks.
So it's found olefin species, that's where the nation of base. So then nucleophile is going to attack. It's not essential.
Sir, by leaving conjugate base, sir.
So in SN2, simultaneous displacement, where this replacement of OS by the amide base. But in your case, it is forming an interface for the elimination of OSD, then amide is going to attack SN. It's not SN2. Maybe SN. It's not at all SN. You understand?
Yes, sir.
రాకెట్లకి ఇచ్చారు నాట్ టెలికల్ దాని సెపరేట్
Mechanism is stable and
షోల్డర్ రాకెట్
actually, caloric portion person. Person was caloric portion.
Just it will take half an hour time. This is a characteristic NOE and energy minimized structure, sir. It gives information of 3D structure. Generally, NOE refers, sir. We get information from NOE is 3D confirmation 3D structure of that particular compound. NOE is NOE. We get NOE. Generally, spin excited nuclei can get relaxed by transferring energy to adjacent nuclei, which is closer to that nucleus. So that is 2 to 4 angstrom units. It is only possible when the protons are spatially closer to each other. This is by transforming energy, it gets relaxed. The energy becomes lowered. This is the energy minimized structure. This is a characteristic. This compound is characterized by protons with HRMS and IR spectroscopy. This is a viscous liquid. The proton NMR proposed this compound. That A protons gives singlet at delta 2.40. This nitrogen attached methylene proton gives doublet at delta 4.27. See, the nitrogen attached methylene proton C gives doublet at delta 4.74. This allylic proton gives a singlet at delta 5.07. And this alkene olefinic proton gives a peak at olefinic proton gives singlet at delta 5.09. Next, this benzylic protons gives multipliers at delta 3.48 to 3.65 and 3.72 to 3.97. Next,
What about C? Is it doublet? C proton.
C proton, sir, 1 minute. That is doublet, sir, due to geminal coupling.
Due to
Geminal coupling.
C proton. Where is the geminal proton?
CH2, sir, that is methylene.
Okay. This E. I'm talking about E.
Doublet, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Coupling constant.
Geminal coupling up to 13 ఉంటుంది, sir.
Geminal coupling constant.
Zero to 13
Not 0. General coupling 9.5 to 13.
30.
General higher coupling constant than this one.
Other 11.3.
11.3 and 12.1 to 12.1.
Wherever
It is very complex.
This calm
Assign proton values.
same unto
Take the
Right.
20 help to assign exact values of proton.
Now, what about D proton?
that is allylic protons.
DT.
Allylic proton it is D sir. Allylic sir. Allylic proton which is attached to oxygen sir.
Okay, okay. And is it singlet or doublet?
That is singlet sir.
Singlet. What about H? H proton is also there, na?
H proton yes sir.
H.
H protons all I have indicated H protons sir.
D proton, is it coupled with H?
4 H protons gives multiplied by delta 4.39 to 4.64 sir. These are having these are similar protons sir. The chemical shift difference is very less. That is delta nu is very less than J sir. That's why it is giving multiplied sir. These 4 protons use multiplied sir.
F and G eక్కడ
So benzene oxygen attached benzelic protons. 3.48 to 3.65 1 multiplied and 3.72 to 3.97 3 protons. Oxygen attached benzelic protons.
4.0 వస్తాయి.
Oxygen attached benzelic protons.
Oxygen attached to benzoic.
Only electron.
Around 5 అయితే B
No, additional 14.5 to 4.5 work and over that one. Clear idea.
D ఏదైతే చూపిస్తారో నేను చూసినంత వరకు benzoic protons around
D is allylic protons. Allylic which is attached to oxygen. CO sir. Yes. Neighboring oxygen is. Next, high protons gives multiplet, and that is 6.8 to 6.98. J protons gives multiplet at delta 7.07 to 7.13. Remaining all aromatic protons gives multiplet at delta 7.15 to 7.35 and 7.41. This is a C13 NMR spectrum of this compound. Here, methyl carbon gives peak at delta 21.4. Then nitrogen attached to methylene, benzelic, oxygen attached to methylene carbon, and 3 benzelic carbons. Here oxygen attached to 1 carbon gives peaks at 52.3, 68.6, 69.3, 70.5, 70.6, 70.8, 73.3, and 94.5. Here,
94.5 94.
that is, sir, it is not
94.
generally polyphenic కొంచెం దగ్గర.
Anomeric carbon వస్తాయి 94 to 100. And oxygen.
Here 143.5 and 143.7 per olefinic carbon. Remaining all are in aromatic regions. Remaining all carbons are in aromatic region. This is the HRMS spectrum of this compound. Mass calculated from the formula is 698.2552. Mass found HRMS found from the instrument is 698.2559. This is the IR spectrum of this compound. We get peaks at 2924, 2856 for CH stretching frequency. 1740 and 1740 is for C stretching frequency. 1456 for methylene stretching frequency. 1164 is for C single bond was stretching frequency. 1095 is for S double bond was stretching frequency. Remaining are CH bending frequencies. A novel synthetic routes has been demonstrated on the synthesis of 2C and arylamidmethyl glycols from 2C astaxymethyl glycols and N-arylamides. This is the cheapest Lewis acid molecular iodine. Here, cheapest Lewis acid molecular iodine is used as the catalyst. Mild reaction conditions are employed, good yields in shorter reaction times and high reaches selectivity. Recently, I published a mini review on recent advances in CH activation and functionalization of phenazolenones or phenazolines in current organic chemistry. These are the list of publications, review and conferences which I am attended. I am thankful to the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, University Grants Commission, CSR UC, and for the award of JRF in 2010 and IICT Hyderabad. My deep gratitude to Professor M. Surya Kalavati, Vice Chancellor, Professor D. Vijayaraghav Prasad, Registrar, Professor P. Chandramati Shankar, in-charge Principal, Professor T. Vasanthi, Dean, Faculty of Sciences, Yogi Vemana University, Kadapa, for providing the necessary facilities to carry out the research work. My special thanks to Dr. B.V. Subbareddy, Research Supervisor, Chief Scientist, CSIR IICT, Dr. N.C. Gangireddy, Co-Research Supervisor, US Chairperson, Professor A.G. Damu, Dr. L. Subramania Sharma, Coordinator, Dr. K.S.P. Krishnarao, Dr. P. Vasugovardhan Reddy, Dr. K. Venkateswarlu, Department of Chemistry, Yogi Vemana University. My special thanks to Professor T. Siddheswar, External Examiner of Thesis Evaluation, the Andhra University, Vishakhapatnam. I would like to thank my senior Dr. G. Narasimha and my junior Dr. G. Kumar, Y. Divestri and Sultana and the family members for their moral and technical support. Thanks for your attention.
Now it is open for
Siddhaya,
Sir.
this open Viva, anyone can ask a question.
Okay, sir.
Faculty of Yogi Vemana University.
Yeah, very good, sir. She has presented very well. So, Umadevi garu. So, Umadevi garu, you have presented very well. So, my question is only that in the first chapter, now you have used acetic anhydride and that is iodotetraacetylsol, reagent, na?
Yes, sir.
So you have to establish more clearly what is the use of acetic anhydride and what is the use of that reagent. So you are saying that reagent acts as a stellating agent as well as oxidizing agent, right? But what is the use of acetic anhydride there? If it acts as a stellating agent, what is the use of acetic anhydride there? So already, in my report also I mentioned that one. So you were saying it is acting, reagent acting as both, right? Stellating agent as well as oxidizing agent, right? So what is the use of there? If reagent acts as a stellating agent, so why have used
in the absence of iodobenzene diacet, we cannot get that acetylation, sir.
In the absence of
Iodobenzene diacet, we cannot get acetylation.
Did you try with the simple iodine in the presence of acetic anhydride? Or other
No, sir. I tried for palladium esters. Iodobenzene. I tried with iodobenzene diester, sir.
So we should use both, right? Reagent as well as acetic anhydride is also need for that reaction, right?
Yes,
Yeah, okay, sir. So I think she has.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. This is Gangireddy from Yoga.
Good afternoon. Okay.
Good
Can you
afternoon.
remove mask? Can you remove mask? At
Mask
least I have to see the face.
Yes. Sir. How are you, sir?
Fine, fine. Thank you. Thank you. How about you? Okay. I
Fine,
think
sir.
first time I'm seeing you. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Sir, Subbared, sir.
Yeah, Yangaradi. I can hear from you. And any, no, if no more questions, then Sharma,
Sir, Siddhay, sir, please conclude, sir.
conclusion.
Questions?
There.
Okay. Are there any questions from the faculty side? If there are,
One question is there.
Sir, Sudhir,
yes.
hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
One or two questions we are taking from the department colleagues.
Okay, sir.
After that, so you please give your concluding remarks as well as recommendations.
Okay, okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. First chapter. Work.
So how you prepare that two phenyl 3 minutes? So that is C2 annihilation, how you prepare that is commercial available or you preparing that?
I prepared, sir.
How you prepare?
Uh,
Or how you prepare?
with aldehyde, sir.
So did you take that remedium by C2 annihilation or
Sir, that is BHC was NH2. Here NH2 is there, sir. That is reacted with benzaldehyde.
okay.
Anthranilide is treated with benzaldehyde.
So by multi-comp,
Two components.
two components. Yeah, that's what. Now we
Benjamin part course.
Sir, this is not substituted.
Okay, Benjamin for what is
aldehyde compulsory aldehyde compounds benzoic acid అయితే ఏమైనా otherwise
No, sir, anthranilide. I prepared with anthranilide with aldehyde.
అంటే ఏమైనా ఆక్సిడెంట్ వాడారా ఎనీ ప్రీవియస్ ప్రీవియస్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ ఎనీ ఆక్సిడెంట్
I followed previous reports.
అవునా సార్ ఏమంటారంటే ఒకసారి ఆక్సైడ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆక్సిడైజ్ అవుతేనే అట్లయితే ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆక్సిడైజ్ ఇట్స్ ఓకే నా డౌట్ అదే అది క్లియర్
Next, sir.
ఈ chapter ki the next chapter ki almost
Similar, sir, but here we
substrate.
no, sir. There is a difference between these two, sir. Here in this spinozolinones, we are having amide and imine group, sir. Due to dual activity of amide and imine, we get bisaccetylation also. In case of 3,4-dihydroquinone, we are having only imine group. That's why we get only monoacetylation. That is the difference.
ring is not flexible for rotation.
When we are using palladium acetate, sir, it is chelated with nitrogen, sir. That's why it cannot rotate. Sir. Prevents rotation.
Okay.
Any questions from Taurus? Any questions from Taurus? Remarks?
Sir. Sir,
Sir, Vasudhan, have you satisfied?
Sir, Siddharth sir.
Ah,
yeah, I satisfied, Siddhaya, sir.
okay.
Sir, Subbareddy, sir.
Ah,
Leonard, sir. It's okay. Sir,
Venkateshwar, sir, have you satisfied?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
he's coming, sir.
Are there any questions?
Siddhaya, Vanu,
Sir, fine. Oh.
యోగా యూనివర్సిటీకి బాగా హెల్ప్ అవుతున్నారు
Siddhaya.
Hi,
యోగా యూనివర్సిటీకి బాగా హెల్ప్ అవుతున్నావు అంట. This is
బాగున్నారా?
సార్ బాగున్నారు సార్.
ఆఫ్టర్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 2 years అయిందిగా చూసి శ్రీకాకుళంలో కలిసింది.
అవును సార్.
విత్ యూ
సార్ ఫైన్ సార్ ఫైన్.
గుడ్ ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ బీయింగ్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్ టు అవర్ యూనివర్సిటీ.
విత్ ప్లెజర్ సార్.
Sir, please give your concluding remarks and recommendations, sir.
Okay, sure. So the thesis entitled Palladium mediated CH bond activation for the synthesis of 3,4 dihydroisoquinolanes and the 4,3H quinozolinone derivatives and development of new synthetic methodologies, submitted by N. Uma Devi. So the thesis has been referred to 3 adjudicators. All of them have recommended the thesis for the award of doctoral degree. So after presentation, now she has presented her thesis work very well, and she answered all the questions raised by the committee members satisfactorily. So now, based on the reports and YOC, so I am recommending to the university for the award of doctoral degree to Mrs. Uma Devi. Okay. Thanking you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you and thank you.
So, Jay Garu.
Sir,
So actually, I'm very sorry we are unable to provide our hospitality to you because this is a virtual, kind of Viva was. So please visit us once.
sure, sir. It's a common problem every year, sir. In Andhra Pradesh also we are doing same thing.
Okay.
All meetings are virtual meetings, sir.
Yeah. So thank you so much, and let me propose a formal vote of thanks. So I thank all the colleagues of my department as well as from other departments, research scholars and students, and I thank Professor T. Vasanthi ma'am, the Dean Faculty of Sciences, Professor Siddhaya Garu, Faculty of Chemistry, Andhra University. So Dr. B.V. Subbareddy, Chief Scientist, CSIR ISCT. So I thank all for your valuable time for hearing the Viva's presentation of Mrs. N. Uma Devi and subsequent recommendation. Thank you all. And I congratulate Mrs. N. Uma Devi in this regard. So thank you, Subbareddy, and thank you, Siddhaya Garu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So
So congratulations to Umadevi Garu and Subbareddy Garu and Gangireddy Garu. Okay.
Thank you, Siddhaya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, sir.
Sharma, thank you. Thank you for all.
And so Gangireddy will coordinate with you to take your electronic signatures
Yeah.
and other formalities.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, sir. I'm sending, sir. Already I have finished that one. So I'm attaching now.
So can I leave the meeting now?
Sir, Subharat sir, good evening.
Hello. Hi, Govardhan.
Sir, sir.
Ra,
How are you?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Bharani.
Okay, thank you, Dharmaji. Uma, congrats once again.
Thank you, sir.
You have presented well and successfully completed your Viva. With the support of Sudaya. He has given time, even 4th itself. He never postponed. Whenever I asked, okay, sir, anytime after lunch. Okay.
Sir, pleasure,
Thank you,
sir.
Sudaya.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank
Sir,
you.
thank you, sir. Thank you, Arundal.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Please say no.
Yes.